Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, June 5th, 2017, your Monday Night Raw review. And you are here in the dungeon with the Dungeon Dweller. I am Pete Wall. You are watching Pillar to Post. And tonight, there was good and bad. I want to go about the bad first. Now, if you remember a few days ago, Nia Jax tweeted out, kind of, bitching because SmackDown utilizes all their women in their brand each and every week. Monday Night Raw, however, does not. Nia Jax got her title shot tonight. Now, I'm not going to say Nia Jax is the best wrestler or has the most charisma or is actually any good on the mic. But did it come off as she was being punished for her tweet earlier in the week in regards to her match tonight? She was given her title shot. It was total garbage. Plus, they had Sasha Banks, they had Mickie James, and they had Dana Brooke. In the locker room, they actually showed most of their women for a change. Sasha Banks walked off, said, "I don't want nothing to do with this." Alexa Bliss would manage to coax Mickie James and Dana Brooke to stay and talk and listen. Now, they said they would join her at ringside, but that would be to watch Nia Jax kick her ass. And then, the match barely getting going. Mickie James and Dana Brooke get involved in the match, basically ensuring Alexa Bliss the win. Now, I know this is the way it was intended to look. Alexa Bliss looking like she outsmarted Nia Jax and had Mickie James and Dana Brooke interfere in her match, causing a disqualification. But as little time as these women get on air, and this is what they resort to: a fuck finish. Not even, 3 minutes? And you get a fuck finish. On top of that, we get a great main event. What should have been a great main event? A match that would have put Samoa Joe over. Now, Samoa Joe, as the type of wrestler he is, as the type of fighter he is, he doesn't need much to be put over. His actions speak louder than his words. And on the mic, he does pretty damn good as well. But then, at the very end of the match, you have Bray Wyatt's music kick in for a distraction. The lights go out, and that allows Samoa Joe to slap on the coquina clutch and get the victory. Give me a fucking break. This guy does not need to win his matches this way. This makes him look weak. This makes him look like he needs help to get the victory. And he does not need that type of victory going into Great Balls of Fire. I don't give a shit the name of the fucking pay-per-view. I don't give a shit how sad it sounds. Samoa Joe does not need that kind of hype going into a pay-per-view against Brock Lesnar, because that is a match everyone wants to see. They don't need to see him getting fluke finishes because he had help. Like, what the hell? Like, give me a damn break. On top of that, you get your champions tonight, your tag team champions, Cesaro and Sheamus. What do they turn it into? A jobber match. They pit him up against Rhyno and Heath Slater. And they make it look like Heath Slater and Rhyno are jobbers. These guys are former SmackDown tag team champions. And ever since they've dropped those titles, they've been used this way, and I'm sick of it. They couldn't make the match more competitive? Really? I really don't know. And there's so much more that you can bitch about this episode. Look at the very first match. Bray Wyatt versus Roman Reigns. What should be a great match. Should be a great match. This match was flooded with commercial breaks, and it felt unimportant. Okay? There were some high spots to the match. Right off the hop, you had Bray Wyatt going for his Sister Abigail finisher. But in the end of it all, it didn't feel like a big match scenario. It was lukewarm. And now the fans were behind it. They were chanting, they share their hate and love for Roman Reigns. But the match itself felt unimportant. It felt like it wasn't even a big match. And the flooding of commercials in these big, tight matches does not help that feeling. It doesn't matter how much the fans are behind it. It just doesn't feel big, especially when you can see the match and they are using a lot of holds so that way both men can get their rest in. It doesn't look good. And it looked like Roman Reigns needed the majority of the rest holds because he was the one having them applied to him. Okay, so give me a break. This guy is supposed to be your top dog. He's supposed to be the guy. And he needs that much rest. That much rest in a match. He needs that much. And we're supposed to believe he's supposed to be the top guy. He's going to go against Brock Lesnar at the next WrestleMania. Get your ass in shape. Get some cardio in. And maybe you don't need so much rest. And maybe, just maybe, you can put on a show worth entertaining us. Like I said, there's probably more I can find. And I've got everything written down. I'm going to go through the show with you. Last night I said I wasn't going to go into so much, but I've had a lot of emails today. And even my daughter said she liked the videos where I was being a little bit more descriptive of what happened during the night. She didn't like my pay-per-view Extreme Rules upload as much as she did the other one. So I said, okay, fine, I'll take notes, I'll jot things down, but not as much as I was. So don't expect me to go into full detail. I don't want to do that. Now, let's see. We had... Actually, before we get ongoing, I want to give a shout out to my sponsor. Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible. You can get a free audiobook download and a 30-day free trial. And you use this link, www.audibletrial.com/pillar2post. Now, they have over 200,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player, and any other mobile device you have that can support audio downloads. Make sure you take advantage of this because it does help the channel. I want to try and grow this channel, build the community up. That's what I aim to do. I'm trying to get higher and higher and higher and build my community up and try and be more interactive with you. So, I'm going to have some questions for the viewers later on. I want you to comment in the description to answer the questions I pose to you, and we'll go from there. But like I said, take advantage of the Audible trial. It is audibletrial.com/pillar2post. You get a free audiobook out of this deal. Okay, and they have everything in there. They have wrestling autobiographies. They've got Mick Foley children's books. They've got other children's books. They've got fantasy fiction. They've got science fiction. They've got romance. You name it, they have it. So it is for anyone that wants to take advantage of this deal. Make sure you do that. Okay, you're helping me, you're helping Audible, and you're getting something out of it. Let's see, you can find me on social media, and you can find my Teespring Store in the description below, as well as my Facebook merchandise page, my Facebook author page, links in the description below, as well as my FB account itself. If you want to send me a friend request, connect with me on Facebook, you can. My Patreon link is also in there, and I will be uploading to Patreon this week, and that is patreon.com/pillar2post. That will also be in the description below. You can become a patron for as low as $1 a month. The more you pledge, there are prizes in there for you, so check it out. Twitter, you can find me at pillar2post77. Also, you have some stories you want to share with me, wrestling stories you want to share with me, where you got turned on to wrestling, the moment that it happened for you, or you were at a live event, or if you've overcome injuries like I have. And I've discussed some of my injuries that I've overcome. You want to talk about that? You want me to read your letters here on Pillar to Post? Go for it. I want to try and show people and inspire people that no matter what happens to you in life, you can overcome. Now, I've been down the dark road. I've been down to the point where I've had to call 911 for myself so I didn't do something stupid. I've gone down that route where I've used drugs to try and get through my health issues. I've used alcohol to get through that. And I've overcome all of that. The only thing I have yet to overcome, and that is quitting smoking, and I'm working hard on that. And I'm hoping this year will be the year I can finally get rid of the smoking habit. That is my goal this year, as well as to lose weight. So, those are the kinds of things I'm looking to share with you people. Now, I want to do a show, and I'm going to talk about the issues I've overcome in life. And there's going to be wrestling news as well, but I want to show you how it's going to work. I'm going to have a sub-story section where we can discuss anything that you the listeners want to discuss, be it health issues you're overcoming or life in general, trials and tribulations you've overcome. Wrestling, you want to talk about wrestling, email me, steeldragon1234@hotmail.com. I am the guy to talk to when it comes to life experience because I've been through a hell of a lot in this life and I've overcome a lot of shit. Drug addiction, alcoholism, pain, you name it. This body's been through it and this guy's been through it. And I don't know about what kind of advice I can give you, but I can give you a point of view from a guy that's been through it and what I've done to overcome it. So, let's move on to